we're going to be looking at the use of conversation as a very powerful way of teaching, a very powerful pedagogy on our activated classroom. And in a lot of the modules we've looked at, even though we've looked at tools that maybe fit under the creation pedagogy or sit under the chaos pedagogy or wherever, these tools often have conversation as a component. And while we're going to focus specifically on conversation in this particular talk, we find conversation is threaded into most of the tools, and it's very powerful for us to use in our learning. So for example, when we looked at Google Docs has conversation that's built right into it. There is a section on Edmodo as a learning environment, an integrated learning environment, and it's built very centrally on the conversation paradigm. So we're going to look specifically in this session at an app that is all about conversation. That's all it does. It's about setting up a chat room and having a conversation and the power of using that as a way of teaching. So the app we're going to be considering is called Talk.io. TLK.io is the URL to get to Talk.io. And why I really like this app is it's so light. It's so easy to set up. There's no dramas, there's no frills. We're going to look at some other ones that have more functionality, have more features, but they take a little bit more setup time. So if you want something that just works seamlessly, easily, in a browser, on any device, Talk.io is the one to use. So really simple. So to get going, all we do is go to tlk.io and you are presented with this screen and you're ready to roll. Right, first step is to sign up and basically set up a channel. So Talk.io is, as it says, a simple web chat. Absolutely nothing to it. All you got to do is give your channel a name. So maybe we want to talk about recycling or the environment or whatever. You can either give your channel the teacher's name or whatever you want. Just any unique name that you would like to come up with. So let's call it environment. That should test people. And you hit join. Obviously, if the URL is used, it will tell you that that URL is used, and they'll have to come up with another one. So pops up like this and says, do you want to join? So quite simple at the top. We can see it's Talk.io /environment. That's the name of our little chat room. You can either just come in with your name, so you can type in a name. You don't have to sign in or anything. Or if you like, you can as easily sign in with Twitter. If you do use Twitter, it does give the added advantage that you can actually claim ownership of the room. Otherwise, these rooms simply have no owners. They're sort of disposable in a way, and because they're so easy to set up. But I'm just going to go in with Twitter because it's so simple. Normal story, when you sign in with Twitter or Facebook, you just need to authorize the app to allow you to use your login. Right, simple as that. So we're back and we are set up. We've got a little chat room. It's called Environment. And at the moment, there's only one online. That's me. And we'll have a look as other people come online in a moment. So how does it work? Very, very simple. Anyone who has got this URL will pop into this room. So there's no security in the sense that you can't essentially keep people out of the room. However, they need to know the exact URL that you've got. Pretty unlikely people are sitting here all day trying to type in different URLs to get into your room. So obviously if you give it something unique, no one's ever going to get in here. And in fact, I'll show you in a way in which you can hide certain people's comments. But at the moment, all it needs is a URL, and you just got to give this to your students. So they simply, on any device, on their cell phones, on their iPads, on their computers, just type talk.io /environment, and they're going to pop in here. So let me invite some other people into the room, and let's have a bit of a discussion. So I've set it all up, and I'm ready. And the class is all here. Everyone settle down, please. Settle down. Make sure you've all on your apps. Everyone got their phones. Nikki, why are you on your laptop? Please stop pulling Charlie's hair. Oh, that's ridiculous. Joshua, sit down. Okay, everyone, right. I want you all to go to talk.io /environment and hit enter to log in. Okay, so well, now we wait for them to all enter there, and we should start to see them pop up once they have done that. Okay. Yeah, guys, so just log in with your names.
And then enter.
And that's it, and hit enter. All right, two are online. Sarah's come online. Nicola is online. Hannah is online. So you can see them appearing here on the right-hand side. So some of the students are online. The rest of you guys, you're just going to watch, and I've projected it up on the board behind me. You can all see what we're having. So No more talking from this point, class. We're going to chat online, and I'm going to go and sit outside under the tree, and you guys can go and find a spot. Okay, so everyone go and find a spot somewhere, and we will all continue this conversation. Okay, right. It's better here. Oh, here, away from the class. That's so nice being outside. Okay, so here we go. So I've typed my question in, and we start. Hannah comes. I think that it's very good. So here comes the fun part. We start to engage them in conversation. Now I can talk to Hannah specifically if I want. When I put my little mouse pointer here, you'll notice that it does that. It means I'm going to send a reply. It's going to highlight her, and again, Nicholas said a similar sort of thing. Okay, so again, Sarah's come with a long thing here. Very important. It's good for the environment and allows us to reuse things so we don't have to move the earth's materials to make more. Now I can just simply type a person's name that I want to address. Okay, now you can see as we start to go in the conversation, it can, and we talked about the pedagogy of chaos, because now I'm trying to deal with the discussion between a whole lot of people. Hannah's coming in, Nicola's made a response, and so for each of these, they are piling into the conversation at the same time. So the conversation will keep coming up, it'll keep flowing as they make points. Interestingly, if I want to look, I can go along the side here and I can see how long ago any of these points was made, about a minute ago. I can click on it and see the exact time. What's also quite handy is on the right hand side here, I can pull out any particular comment. So if I want to, obviously besides my own, if I don't want to see any of, say, Nicola's comments at the moment, I click that, all her comments. So maybe I just wanted to see what has Hannah been saying. I can quite easily do that, and I can bring them back simply by highlighting them again. So that's quite fun and quite an easy way so we can see exactly what everyone has been saying. So the conversation just continually flows up the screen, and Sarah is coming back with the rebuttal. Hannah's saying something about plastics. Okay, so here we have our conversation, and so this is a really simple tool that can be used for online conversation. And at any stage, there's your link that you can invite more people to come to this conversation. It's very simple. It doesn't have a lot of functionality, but I do like the functionality that it does have. It operates very quickly out the box, out the starting blocks, no problem. And I also quite like the fact that you can mute certain conversation streams if you so wish. So that's Talk.io, a great way of engaging people in a paradigm of conversation, and conversation learning is very, very powerful. So, class, everyone, stop, get out of, what are you doing up in the tree, Sarah? This is the problem. You let them out and they start climbing the trees. Oh no, one of the kids is running. Okay, everyone, back into the classroom.
Where's lunch break?
Back, don't worry about lunch. Back in the classroom, come. We're going to do a bit of debriefing. Right, so that's the end of that particular lesson. Now I've just got to round the class up.